Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of SWE. Today we're starting our St. Valentine's Day Massacre Hardcore Championship tournaments. A little bit later than suspected, but you know, COVID hit. And we are starting things off here then with a first round match in our hardcore tournament. Now, because they don't use weapons very often, I thought the best way of making it a bit more hardcore would be able to use a elimination chambers. That's what we're going to give it a go at. And from left to right here, we've got Supreme, John Moxley, Matt Tremont, Onita, Tanaka, and Trent Acid. Right, let's get straight into this bad boy. See who's starting things off. It is Moxley and Tremont starting things off here. Debuts here then for Trent Acid. I don't think is in the ranking system already. Nope, Trent Acid does not exist in the ranking system. So we'll get him added in. Trent Acid. And I don't believe that Supreme is on our ranking system yet either. So two debutantes here. Look at this, 14 months into our universe mode and we're still getting debuts. I think there'll be even more when we get onto 2K22 because there's a few people there that we've not really used before. So I must admit, I've looked at NXT 2.0 and I'm like, who the hell are these people? I've got no idea who most of them are. As the clock counts down, we await the entrance of number 3 in this chamber. So, as voted by you guys on the YouTube polls a couple of weeks back, we are going to have a women's hardcore championship tournament as well as Supreme enters the match. So we'll be having the women's one as well. And also we've got some championship matches lined up this week again as voted by yourselves over on the YouTube polls tonight. We will have the YouTube Tag Team Championships, as we will see Evolution, Randy Orton and Batista defend against the Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Sorry if I sound a bit weird, I'm still trying to get over the COVID and I've still not really got my voice back 100%. So I'm struggling, but I shall get through. Hopefully I'll get through anyway. As the clock counts down, we get towards number 4 in this match. And it's going to be Trent Acid. Trent Acid worked a lot of Combat Zone Wrestling in the early 2000s, unfortunately no longer with us. But was a very well thought of hardcore wrestler back in that time. Nice running Liger Bomb there by Matt Tremont on Trent Acid. Weren't quite expecting that one, and Tremont in with a pin. It's not enough for the 3. So Onita and Tanaka have got a big advantage here, as they will be the final 2 to enter this one. Who will be the last one though? It's going to be Tanaka in at number 5. Therefore Onita has got the wow, Anita's got the 5th. So no eliminations as of yet. As Moxley going after Supreme on the outside. Yeah, so Anita's got a big opportunity here. A really big opportunity to come in with, well, completely fresh when everyone else has been beating the crap out of each other for a few minutes already. As Mox with a pin on Supreme, not quite enough. As wow, what a takedown that was by Tanaka there on Moxley. Was Supreme the one that New Jack threw off the of the scaffolding after tasering him? Is that who Supreme was? No, it's not. That was Vic Grimes. Yeah, it was Grimes, wasn't it? I forgot about him. We could have had a look at him for this, but hey ho, as Moxley drops Tanaka face first on the padded steel. Tanaka sending Moxley, looking to try and close him in the back of the head. Moxley was able to avoid, sends Tanaka into the pod. And Moxley here spears Tanaka into the pod. Nice. We got an OMG moment in this one. That's always good. As Trent Acid now with a pin on Supreme, and Trent Acid gets the elimination on Supreme. The two men making their debut. Trent Acid gets a point, Supreme loses one. So Supreme is out of this hardcore tournament. So basically we've got 8 of these 6-man chambers. Then we'll have 2 4-man elimination matches, and some of us gimmick style. And then the winners of those 2 will join up with Raven, the current hardcore champion, into a triple threat to basically crown the winner. And the hardcore champion, as Onita eliminates Trent Acid. Onita. Boom, extra point for him. That moves him up to -1. Right, so Trent Acid and Supreme, the 2 men making their debuts, have both been eliminated as the first 2. So we've got Moxley, Tanaka, Tremont, and Onita left. Wow, what a Death Valley driver there by Tanaka. Out on the steel, in with a pin on Moxley for the 1, 2, only a 2 count. As Tremont's going to go for it as well now, is he? Yep, spears Onita through the polycarb wall. And damage done there on Onita by Matt Tremont. Mox rolls through and then into that dirty deeds on Tanaka, and that could be enough for the next elimination. 1, 2, and 3 it is. Mox eliminates Tanaka. Only a 2 count there though, as Onita almost eliminated by Matt Tremont. Of course, there's a lot of respect from John Moxley towards Onita. Moxley, of course, using Onita's entrance music now as well. The Wild Things sung by, is it Joan Jett? Which is what Onita used to use back in BJW. BJPW? Something or other. Nice suplex. Nice headbutt. As Onita now gets a hold of Moxley, up into the pile driver. The big pile drive by Onita on Moxley, now stalking Moxley once again. And again in with a loose powerbomb this time. Is that going to be enough? It is. Moxley eliminated by Onita. Onita gets his second elimination. Moxley is gone, and Matt Tremont is trying to get the win here. Oh, not quite enough. Tremont bringing Onita back up. Onita catches him with the uppercut. There's the boot in the gut. Onita with the DDT. In now for the pin for the 1, 2, and 3. Onita's got it. Wow. Onita, 3 eliminations and the win is going to see him move from -3 up to +2 in one match. Is that right? Yeah, 3 eliminations. Yeah, he was -3. What? I'm confused. Yeah. What? 3 eliminations. How'd you go from -3? I mean, it's been done automatically by some. I can't control that, but 3 eliminations and 1. So that's 4 points he's gained. I don't know how that's... I must have not updated it, so he must have been on -2. There we go. Let's just call it that. He was on -2, and now he's on +2. There we go. Onita makes his way through to the semi-finals of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. There we go. Right, let's move on to the first round match of the women's tournament as well. And here we go. Here is the first round match from the women's side. We've got Nia Jax, Rosemary, Conti, and Beulah McGillicuddy. This is going to be a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules elimination match. And here we go. We are underway. Nia Jax there on the left fighting against Beulah McGillicuddy. Rosemary and Conti on the right of the ring. And these people obviously were mostly suggested by you guys when we did the poll about whether we would have a Women's Hardcore Championship. And yeah, we had quite a few suggestions. These were big ones, of course. Beulah McGillicuddy, ECW. We've got quite a few ECW women going to be involved in this. I say quite a few, there's 3 in there. Beulah McGillicuddy, Francine, and Dawn Marie. Who else is involved? Jazzy Gabert, Sue Young, Kagetsu, Jessica Havoc, Dakota Kai, Kaylee Ray, Aja Kong, Abaddon, Candice LeRae, Lita. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool tournament, I think. And of course, the winner will be our first ever SWE Women's Hardcore Champion. As Beulah has a chair. Oh my god, she's got a chair. We're actually going to see a weapon in a hardcore match. It's amazing. Are we? No. Nope, she's dropped it. Okay. I got a bit too excited there. Got far too excited there. And, yeah. Nia Jax now striking Conti on the outside. Nia with a boot in the gut of Conti, and now taking her up into a powerbomb position. And Nia gonna powerbombed her into the ring post and in with a pin. This is Falls Count Anywhere as well, as Rosemary drops straight into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Nia now with a headbutt between the shoulders. And into a big Samoan drop there on Rosemary as well. So my cat has just walked across the keyboard and pressed loads of buttons. Thank you. Okay. So I'm working from home at the moment as well because of COVID. So I'm just checking my emails for work, you know. Should be working right now, but I thought I'd record this instead. Conti now trying to lift Beulah and can't quite get her up, but Rosemary does get Nia Jax up into an F5. Rosemary F5s Nia Jax. There's the pin. This could be the first elimination for the 1, 2. No, Nia kicks out somehow. Not quite sure how Nia kicked out of an F5, to be honest, but she has. Dumping Beulah McGillicuddy to the outside. And now, running boot right in the face of Rosemary. There's the pin for the 1, 2, and 3. And Conti gets the elimination. Wow, that was out of nowhere, that really. So Nara Conti with the elimination. And it's Rosemary who's gone. Rosemary in time, remember. Now with the clotheslines on Beulah. Single leg lariat as well. Nia Jax with the front chancery now on Conti, who slaps the arm away. Looks to try and go for some strength, but Nia was playing possum, basically. And now, but Beulah taking Nia down and raining down with the strikes now. And Beulah once again, now this time wrenching back at the leg of Nia Jax. I mean, I'm not expecting a tap out there, to be honest, but it keeps the big lady down. So what you got to do, they know that Nia has a massive strength advantage here. So keeping her grounded is the best way forward. Hurricanrana by Beulah McGillicuddy in with a pin now. Oh, that was close. A lot closer than I expected to be. Oh, what a slap that was by Beulah on Conti. This Conti core is really good. Really, really good. Beulah slamming Conti face first down. Fights back with the elbow and then, oh, in with that running kick again. That's how she got the first elimination, but Nia catches her. Just pinching that head. She going to try and steal the... She should try and steal the pin. She does, but has Beulah been left too long? No. Beulah was out. That kick from Conti was enough. And Beulah McGillicuddy is eliminated. And Nia Jax just stole that point away from Conti, really. Slap by big elbow in the leg. And Nia now, oh, what a slam on Conti. Remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere, so the pin on the outside will count. Nia now with up. And dumps her on the top of the barrier. And this seems like a question of when, not if here with Nia. As on the outside, the big Samoan drop, and that could be enough. As Nia rolls Conti over, referee comes running along. It's Falls Count Anywhere, but he's still absolutely a mile away. And that is game, set, match. Nia Jax with the victory. And the elimination. That's +3 for Nia in this match, which actually moves her up to +7 overall, which puts her up to 6th in the female rankings and puts her straight in to the final to crown the first women's hardcore champion here in the Queen of the Deathmatch tournament. Well done to Nia Jax then. She moves through to the finals on the final night to fight for that championship. And we move on to our first championship match of the week. And here we go then, the YouTube Tag Team Championships. We have got Batista and Randy Orton defending their belts against Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. This was a long time ago they won these belts, wasn't it, really? We have not streamed in quite some time, so it's a long time. It's a really interesting match, actually. I like the idea of these four guys in the ring together. Obviously, they were slightly out of each other's generation, but still, it would have been an awesome match, and that's the fun of the game, really. We get to play it. And the plus thing about this match is no matter who wins this one, they will be on 2K22, so that's great. At least we will have some champions. That's my only worry at the moment is with the champions we currently have. Let's have a quick look. So, SWE champion Seth Rollins, that's fine because he's on the game. Women's champion Thunder Rosa. IC Chris Jericho, he's not going to be on there either. European Ivan Koloff. North American champion Bret Hart is fine. Tag team champions Rick Steiner and Bron Breakker, but they're defending later this week. Women's tag team champions is Decay. Hardcore champion is currently Raven, who's not on the game. YouTube champion is currently Cesaro, who is on the game, which is great. Women's champion is Maki Ito, who's not on the game. And tag team champions, of course, for YouTube are these two. So we should walk in with the SWE champion, North American champion, and the YouTube champion all on the game. YouTube Tag Team Champions as well are going to be on 2K22 to start with. Tag Team Championships is a possibility because later on this week we will see Rick Steiner and Bron Breakker, the current SWE Tag Team Champions, defending against the New Day. And also Thunder Rosa defends against Sasha Banks later in the week as well. So those are two belts that could pass over. And then the champion will be whoever's on 2K22, which would be pretty good for us. Because that means... Because that's always the issue when a new game comes out. You're going to look at about a month or 2 months before we get a lot of the good cores that we want. And especially if our champions are a little bit random. I mean, Chris Jericho should be fine. Someone will create him pretty quickly. Ivan Koloff possibly as well. Thunder Rosa, I'm pretty sure someone will create pretty quickly. Rick Steiner and Bron Breakker, if they're not on the game, I'm assuming will get created pretty quick. Maki Ito's an interesting one though. But she's defending against Chris Statlander later on this week. And the women's champions as well. We'll just do what we can. If we can't get a core, we will have to vacate the championship. And then maybe when that person's core is available, they'll get an opportunity to win it back, I suppose. As submission, they're locked in. And Randy Orton from the top with a super RKO on Kevin Nash. I mean, that should be game, set, match, but Scott Hall's there straight away to break it up. Scott Hall now with a nice double axe handle right to the back. Wasn't expecting it there. There's a very lazy pin there by Kevin Nash. You think if he pinned it better, maybe he would have got the win there, but he was quite lazy with it. Just draped the arm over. The shoulder breaker there by Batista, and Nash now taking Randy Orton up into the jackknife powerbomb. That could be game, set, match. No, it's only a 2. Wow. I am surprised. I thought Nash would have had that there. Nash has been busted open as Hall launches Batista to the outside. Randy now with the clotheslines on Nash. He's starting to feel it. Nice twist of the head there by Randy Orton on Kevin Nash, and he definitely has control here. Randy now gets caught in the gut though by Nash, and there's a running big boot, absolutely flattens Orton. There's the pin. Batista's down. This is another big chance here. It is brand new SWE YouTube Tag Team Champions in the Outsiders. Ooh. Outsiders. There we go. Brand new champions. And people that we know are on the game. I have purchased the NWO version of the game, so we will have the Outsiders available day one in their NWO attire. The black and white attire. Insert note. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Boom, is that how you do it? No. That is not how you do it. Insert note, then insert comment. Okay, I'll fix that. Either way, that is the end of tonight's show. Hope you've enjoyed. Of course, we're back tomorrow for our next set of matches. We're going to have 2 chambers tomorrow. We've got Vampiro, Abyss, G-Raver, Bam Bam Bigelow, Chessman, and Steve Blackman. And we've also got Sabu, Kane, Zandig, Yaki Numazawa, Ian Rotten, and Hardcore Holly. And then also in tomorrow's show, we will have Maki Ito up against Chris Statlander for the SWE Women's YouTube Championship. Good night, God bless, Auf Wiedersehen. I'll see you next time, bye-bye.